Howdy guys and dolls out there in YouTube land. Your favorite little keto goofball diamond. And if I'm not, you're new here, subscribe. Anyway, guys and dolls, I'm going to share with you, of course, like I do every single day, what I eat, how much I weigh. Today's weigh-in is going to be a little extra special. I'm not real sure because I had to do it multiple times. I'll tell you all about that in just a minute. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell, everything you haven't done yet, because that'll make me happy and help my channel grow. Now, let's rant, rave, and misbehave Keto Diamond style. And if you're new here, I do this every day. I've been doing this for a long, long time, and I really love and enjoy it. And I'm just going to leave this in the video because how often do you see a grown man crawl over a chair? I guess the floor was lava. I'm kidding. He was getting around that toy. If you hear the hiccups, that's grandbaby. The littlest one, she's got the hiccups. She's so cute. Anyway, now it's time to rant, rave, and misbehave Keto Diamond style.
Three, two, one.
I'm breaking my fast kind of early this morning. It's only 10 a.m. What I ate last night was not substantial, so I've got 2 sausage patties, 2 slices of white American cheese, and 2 yellow eggs that I busted again, and of course the Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper in my cup. Right after my breakfast clip yesterday, I did the review on what was left of the GoodFats Bars, which I think was 1 or 2 of them. I don't really know. But I did the review on that. About 4 hours later, before I had the next meal that you're about to see, I experienced some real issues. I do not think it's from this. I will explain that in a minute. And no, I didn't do that whole video yesterday in one setting. If you pay attention to the clips, while I was wearing the same hairstyle and same clothing, Bob appeared in some clips and not others. So I just happened to be wearing the same clothes from when they came and when I filmed the video. But anyway. You guys, I've got some shredded chicken breast and what is it? Simple Girl Carolina Kick barbecue sauce, just a little bit mixed in because we're out. But yeah, I got what I could out of them. Hey, my performance nut butter's frozen. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, you guys. So yesterday has been weird. I felt like I was going down. Keto-wise, I felt great. There was that moment, like I said, in between those 2 meals, about 4 hours between those 2 meals, in fact, because I had my first meal pretty early and my last meal actually pretty late. So in between those meals was probably about 8 full hours. Is the hiccups making the baby mad now? Of all times. But right in between this, right in between those times, something really hit me, and I think it was actually a holdover from my Saturday major cheat meal. And I say this because usually when I eat a food, it directly affects me. I might have to wait for this. Her dad is in the kitchen cooking him something, and she's demanding his attention now. I don't know if y'all hear her. She sounds like a little pug when she gets excited. Daddy thinks he's gonna get to walk away. He's insane. Ain't gonna happen. And she's got the hiccups, so that's, you know, double threat. The oldest one's back there watching games and movies. Should I? Oh. Okay. So, yeah, we're just going to leave it as it is. Yesterday was weird as far as my body was concerned. I think it's a holdover from the cheat meal because generally when I have that much sugar, later in the evening or a day or 2 later, I'll have really, really bad kidney pain. Now this is from your kidneys healing, doing so well where you're not eating any sugar, you're not eating junk food, so your body doesn't have to process all that sugar and junk.
Well, you go kicking yourself, and you're going to end up with kidney stones. You're going to end up with a lot of kidney pain. And yes, it is generally from kicking yourself. Slide on over to Dr. Barry's channel and type in keto and kidneys. He'll tell you, more about it. But I do know for a personal experience, that high sugar days, kicking myself with birthday cake or something like that, presents with a lot of kidney pain down the road. And and since sometimes it's directly after or within hours, and sometimes it's days later, it's really, unless you've been doing this for a while, hard to pinpoint what caused the problem. And a lot of people will think that perhaps keto is causing them kidney stones, when that's not the case. It's usually something you did that your kidneys are not used to, and now they're having to process that, and it's just like, we ain't happy with that. But not only was my kidneys hurting real bad, my stomach was hurting real bad with a whole lot of what, I don't know if it's acid reflux or indigestion. It's making it feel like your ribs are spreading apart and splitting open. It's terrible. It hurts. You can't get comfortable. You can't lay down. You're just miserable. So I had that for a long, long time yesterday. It actually did not completely abate away until I went to bed. But usually I can't sleep for this. So I'd already took like some stomach medicine, like some little Pepto-Bismol pills or something, hoping that would help. And that was hours earlier. It did not help. So it was real painful and uncomfortable. Couple that with the fact that I also took that softener yesterday because I'd been eating so much cheese. Yeah. I was having stomach problems like you would not believe, or midsection entire problems like you would not believe. It was quite rough yesterday. I still managed to work through the pain and get everything done that I needed to do. I got the winter clothes out of the building. I got them washed and dried. I washed my van windows. I think I told y'all about that. Sprayed for insects around the outside of the house, make sure things don't come in, and sprayed the weeds around the porch. So I had a quite productive day yesterday, but y'all, I even sprayed around the bonfire too, because for Halloween, since I'm being told Halloween is already being canceled, we are planning a Halloween Hallapalooza in our own yard, okay? I believe the kids want to dress their kids up anyway. We believe we're going to do some candy and stuff and just kind of sling it around. He's quite loud when you're in the kitchen, ain't he? Yeah. So my grandson Anthony's in another room back here, and you can't really hear him too much from the other rooms, but in the kitchen it sounds like there's a bowling alley in that back room. So yeah. I saw a ghost today. Not even joking. But I didn't know it was a ghost at the time of seeing it. And it's actually the second time I've saw this. If you're not familiar, our land has a lot of creepy things that happen. There's even a playlist on the front of this channel, my paranormal experiences and stuff. So I didn't know it was a ghost when I first saw it. The first time I saw it, I didn't know it was a ghost. The very first time I saw this, I thought my dad was outside his house staring at his home. But he was just standing in the middle of the yard, staring at the house. And I was like, what the hell is Daddy doing? So I picked up the phone. I called the house. Daddy answered the phone from his chair in the living room. Are you sure? So I went back to the window and the man's gone. He said he ain't even been outside the house yet. He ain't even got his shoes on yet. And I realized the clothing was more indicative of my late Uncle Jimmy than it was my father. And they look a lot alike. So yeah, but this morning I looked out my kitchen window. I've got a clear view of the yard and their house. I saw my dad walking from the driveway between the two trucks, and I was like, okay, well, Daddy's going off. And it's one of those things you don't pay no attention to. It. My dad being outside is completely normal. This man will mow a yard in 150-degree heat. He don't care. He's outside most of the time. I'm pretty sure he's hiding from my mama. We're actually all pretty sure he's hiding from my mama. In fact, there's been times he's took books up to deer stands. He ain't hunting. He's just reading books to get the hell away from her. I know it sounds bad, but it's true. So anyway, I was like, well, where did Daddy go this morning when I walked down there? Because I stole some eggs. That's where we got the eggs. And my mom's like, your dad's still in bed. No, he was up in the middle. I saw him a while ago. He was going off somewhere. She's like, no, he hasn't been out of bed yet. So she hollers through the house, Wayne! And he hollers, what? And she's like, have you been up this morning? He's like, no, leave me alone. I think Uncle Jimmy struck again, which I hate to speak ill of the dead, but that man was a pain. My mom and dad loved him though, and apparently he was a good fella. But I was a child most of the time around this man. I ain't like him none. And I know that's rude. I know that's rude, but good Lord. Y'all just, there would be times I'd run to Daddy. Daddy, he's bugging me again. So, yeah. But yeah, there was no other man that looked like my dad in between those trucks this morning walking up the driveway. So, oh, we're talking about keto. Sorry, y'all. All right, listen, let's talk about the weigh-in. Well, no, there is something else I've been meaning to tell y'all. I told people in the live the other day, and I probably need to see a doctor about this. I'm going to stand up and show you. This shirt's shaped just a little bit weird. I forgot about that when I washed it and dried it, and I put it on a while ago. I was like, well, crap. So you're going to see my belly ring and my fat little roly-poly belly. But, hey, it's Keto Champ. See, this is how this shirt does. Other than this little design aspect, I love this shirt. But there's that. But at least I have a belly ring and a belly button now to show through it. So right here, over where my stomach actually is, it feels like from about here to here, there is an actual rip in the lining of something in there. If I would say it was a pulled muscle, but it doesn't feel like a pulled muscle. It feels like a tear. And if I cough, it feels like something's ripping even more. It's horrible. And it's been that way for a couple of weeks now, and I know I should go get it looked at, but at the same time, I really don't want to. I do have an umbilical hernia, which is behind the belly button. I don't know if that's something that's potentially coming there, but I didn't even feel it. She's excited. She can see her daddy cooking. Yay! So, is coconut oil? Oh, it does that when it gets hot, baby. Coconut oil is a solid unless it's warm, and since everybody's been cooking this morning, it's liquidy. Just use that spoon and dip a little bit in there. He's making him some eggs and stuff. And garlic toast, I smell it. See my household? And I even ran Corey and Anthony into their room so that I could do this quietly. Yeah, Daddy's cooking, woo! Okay, so, I probably should get that checked out. I know that. I'm dreading that. Because honestly, the concept of surgery right now, I have a theory about surgery. I have a policy about surgery. If I ain't dying, you ain't cutting on me. So, now he's got the hiccups. She thinks it's funny. I need to. All right, so let's talk about the weigh-in. What do I weigh today? Well, I weighed a lot, and I have no idea what I weigh. I'll insert this here and a little beforehand clip. Here's the weigh-in, y'all. Kind of. My scale, I'm pretty sure, is royally done for. I will be showing y'all every time I reset my scale, and I'm telling you I'm resetting my scale, I'm holding on to the washer or dryer just to get a lower number. That way I can step back off and step back on and see a more accurate number. Unfortunately, there wasn't much in the way of accurate numbers this morning. Good morning, y'all. Let's do this again. Whoa, don't fall. I would love for that to be true, but I don't really know that it is. 159.8. Alright guys, so that's just the number I just got. It's 158.8, which is not right. I would love for it to be right, but I think my scale is officially done for. 157.6. How do I keep losing an inch? I mean a pound. There's something wrong with it, y'all. See, I'm gonna reset it. Oh no. I guess my scale's just done for. Oh. 161.6. What are you doing? Let's try it again. We're gonna reset it again. When I reset it, I'm just holding on to the dryer.
161. I don't know what I weighed today. I think my scales officially had it. Let's see. Try it again. Just laying around. Again, I'm holding on to this wash dryer. 159. I don't know what I weigh. I honestly don't know. I feel better. I feel good. So I don't know. I have no idea what I weigh this morning. Alright, y'all, so we're just going to accept the number we get right this minute. I just went to the bathroom again and deal with the fallout later. If it's not right, it's not right. If it's right, it's right. Whatever, you know, it's great. But I can't run out and get a new scale right now, so 159.2. Now let's see what it does again. Okay, so at least I got the same number twice this time. I don't know. I have no idea. So I picked the scale up. I've done some work to it. Sorry, I've already loaded the washer too. That's what you're running. I think the scale total is more accurate now. We're going to get on it and see what it says now. But I've been up over an hour now, messing around, sweeping and everything. So it's probably a little lower than this, but we're going to go with this number. Well, no, we're not neither, because that's more than it said a while ago, just a second ago. My scale's broke. Alright, so part of me wants to believe the higher number. Obviously, my scale is messed up and not really any good anymore. I couldn't get the same number twice. No matter what I did, reset it, step back on it, it would be a different number every time. It fluctuated between the 157 range and the 162.4 range. Now, 162.4 is 1 pound down from yesterday. I saw 162 as 1.4 pounds down from yesterday. But part of me also wants to believe that it's closer to the 158, 157 range because I've never seen my feet look this thin. I don't feel like I'm holding any water right now. I went to the bathroom so much yesterday. Unfortunately, I can't replace that scale right now, even on payday. I just can't. I can't run up to Walmart and grab one. There are other things that are absolute must this week. So I'm just going to have to do the best I can with what I've got for the time being. I don't know. Everything breaks at one time. Y'all know it does. That's how it works, right? I don't know what to do about it. Also, guys, I guess I'll let you use your best judgment about what the scale said this morning. Anywhere between 162.4 and 157. I doubt it's the 157, but somewhere in the 158 range. That sounds about right because that's the lowest I've been. And with all the bathroom breaks and how thin my feet actually look this morning, they look extremely bony. I bent my toes earlier and I was like, oh my God, it's all like jagged bone. So it's quite wild. I don't, again, feel like I'm holding any water weight. My belly feels a ton better except for that rip fill in place. And that doesn't hurt all the time. That hurts mainly when I cough or stand up too fast or do something to jar it. So I don't know if I should even bother having it checked out. But at the same time, part of my brain is going, hey, dummy, you need to go have that looked at. Even though I don't want to at all. Not even kind of. So I don't know for sure whether the pain I felt yesterday was a holdover indeed from the cheat meal on Saturday. I do believe it was because of all the sugar intake, the way my kidneys usually react to sugar intake like that, and high sugar days. So I'm thinking it was that. Now, I did have those GoodFats Bars, but I have been having them over time, over the last week or so, and have not had an adverse effect, reaction to one single one yet. I haven't felt like I was kicked. I've been able to check ketones many times and tell that I was in ketosis. I do have a blood glucose meter or a blood sugar meter, but that thing is as bad as my scale. You can check your blood 5 times in a row and not get the same number that are anywhere near each other. So that cheap little Wally World job didn't do me very well for very long. Maybe it just needs a battery. I don't know, but I guess if I invest in another one, I should invest in a good one. It's just going to be a little while down the road.
I hate that I don't have the proper things to do my videos like I should. I feel like I'm failing, but what can you do? I mean, life happens and things come first, and you know, it just is what it is. This is, like I said, this is my real life every single day journey. My household is loud. My life is, you never quite know what's going to happen. It might be a completely boring day, 3 days in a row, and the wildest stuff in the world pops off. And like I seen a ghost today, you know, and what are you doing? Just put it in the sink, baby.
Sure.
Yeah, let it cool, and I'll scrape it out.
Okay.
That way you don't have to worry about opening that door or anything. He's got a pan of grease. Coconut oil. So, you don't got to put water or nothing in it. It'll cool. Okay. I'm going to end up having to use some hot water later. But I told him just sit it in the sink, so it'll be fine. Anyway, yeah, but like I said, anything can happen around here. You just don't know. No. Oh, also, I do want to do a couple Q&A videos. I want to do a keto Q&A video and like a fall fun Q&A video. So if you have any keto questions you want to ask me, either be it keto knowledge or be it personal keto questions, I would love to have those, to write them down and do a whole video on them. And if you have any personal questions, just fun questions, like what's your favorite animal, favorite color, that kind of thing. Now, most of y'all know that about me. But if you don't, you know, I'd like to do a keto-friendly, fun fall video on that, just something separate for enjoyment purposes. Hold this. We're not going to hold that in front of the camera. Now, the insides are all keto-friendly, but the outside's not so. Oh my God, that smells so good. Get that away from me. You're terrible.
Yeah, my shorts got caught on the gate.
Oh, okay. He's trying to tie his little tie string. His drink's keto friendly. For some of y'all, not for me. But.
Hey, baby, I'm coming back.
Daddy's girl. Gotta see Daddy in the eyesight at all times. She did what? Oh, did she eat the plate?
She did.
So anyway, he gave her a paper plate to sling around, and she poured some of it off, and she grunted at it. So if you have any keto questions, any personal keto questions or knowledge-based keto questions, please feel free to ask them below. I won't answer them below. I'll write them all down and do a video on them. If you have any standard, normal, personal, fun, fall, Christmassy, anything questions to ask, drop it below. I'll be glad to answer those in a video, because I think I'd like to look up some questions, but I'd also like more personalized questions, things you guys might actually be curious about. So if you'd like to ask a question below, please do that. I want to do this in a fun tag kind of way. So I want to take these questions and pass them on to other YouTubers too, and get you guys to answer them in the description section below, or the comment section below. Okay, I've probably talked enough today. Y'all probably had your ears shouted out enough today by children. So what we're going to do is go ahead and end it here. If you need any keto help, you have any keto questions or concerns, my contact information is below. If you would like to support the channel, it is greatly appreciated. There's a PayPal, Patreon, Amazon wish list, all those good things below. I do want to mention something, because I watched the Dr. Berry video this morning. Now, Dr. Berry was talking about how the difference between keto and carnivore. Now, I absolutely agree with this video. I don't always do what he suggests as far as leaving the keto junk alone. Y'all have seen me with like the GoodFats Bars, and I don't think these things are bad necessarily. I don't think they're conducive to long-term keto goals, perhaps. But if you were to use them occasionally on a Sunday here and there, on a special work day or something like that, I have no problem trying and using keto sweets, as long as they're keto friendly and I find that out for my body. But there's really not something you should do all the time. That being said, there are links in the description below with keto products that you might want to try. And if you want to try them, you might as well save your discount on them. And there's discount codes and how much you save listed below. Y'all know I love my performance nut butter. You don't really save anything on that, but I love it. And it's keto. It's got 4 whole foods ingredients in it. So I love that. It's a great salty, nutty snack, and it's just, I'm going to go eat one now. I already broke my fast, though. It's cool. Corey actually cooked me breakfast. Y'all see that tomorrow. Anyway, there's ways to support the channel below. Ask me any question you need to. And great links below. Much love. Many prayers. Bye, y'all.